You are welcome to another segment of this program. Inuagata Nusakai is my name. I'm the corporate trainer, and this morning the subject of our conversation is 4 ways to intentionally drive positive emotions in the workplace. 4 ways to intentionally drive positive emotions in the workplace. You know, the workplace is a place where there are different kinds of emotions. And as a boss or as a leader, you can intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace if you are emotionally intelligent. Now, being emotionally intelligent as a leader or as a boss means that you possess the skill to be able to manage your own emotions, and then also you also possess that skill or ability to manage the emotions of other people, especially your employees or team members. And this is what has informed this topic this morning: 4 ways to intentionally drive positive emotions in the workplace. Positive emotion is very key to achieving set goals and objectives of the system, of the team, and of the organization. If the people are resonating positive emotions, then they will be better committed and better engaged to be able to help you as a leader, as a boss, to achieve your goals and objectives. This is very important. Now, the number 1 way you can intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace as a boss or as a leader is for you to be patient with those learning under you. Be patient with those learning under you. Now, this is a weakness of some leaders. You see a situation whereby they have low tolerance for the mistakes and the errors of those that they are guiding, those they are coaching, or their subordinates, or those learning under them. Now, as a leader, if you backtrack in your mind, you will remember that when you were a subordinate, when you were learning, there were so many mistakes and errors that you made. And your leader then, who was coaching you, who was mentoring you, gave you the latitude to make those mistakes, learn from them, and then you are now at the level of proficiency that you are today. This is the same approach you should also engage and employ for those that are learning under you today. Be patient with them. If you are aggressive towards their mistakes, if you have low tolerance towards their mistakes, there is going to be negative emotion which will affect performance at the end of the day. So one strategic way for you to intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace is for you to be patient with those that are learning under you. Very, very important. Then another way that you can intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace is to avoid creating negative energy by not intentionally pulling your colleagues or team members' triggers. Avoid creating negative energy by not intentionally pulling the triggers of your colleagues or team members. Now, your colleagues or team members' triggers are those things that puts them off when it is done or said. Your colleagues or team members' triggers are those things that displeases them and makes them angry. Now, when they are angry, when they are displeased, when they are put off, it means that they are experiencing negative emotion. Now, if you know that whenever these things are said, whenever these things are done, they become angry, they become displeased, which resonate negative emotion in the system, why would you want to keep pulling those triggers? So one way that you can intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace is for you to avoid stirring up negative energy in the workplace by not pulling the triggers of your colleagues. Remember, their triggers are those things that make them angry, that puts them off, that irritates them. And you don't want, an irritated atmosphere or a negatively, emotionally charged atmosphere in the workplace, because at the end of the day, it's going to affect their engagement. They will not be so committed, they will not be so passionate on the job. So this is very important. Take that seriously. The third one is for you to avoid overbearing supervision. Overbearing supervision, like micromanaging. Now, overbearing supervision will always stress team members. And when team members are stressed, that automatically, move them to the page of negative emotions. And that means that, you know, their commitment, their passion is going to be affected when there is this overbearing supervision. There is no breathing space for them to even, you know, take initiative. There's no time for them to be, you know, be creative and innovative. You are always on top of them. For every decision, every action they need to take, they must touch base with you. This is overbearing supervision. And one dangerous thing about overbearing supervision is that it will make team members, it will make your workforce not to be good at taking initiatives in your absence. Because whether you like it or not, there are going to be times where you will not be physically present, and decision will need to be made, especially under emergency situation. And if, you know, you are the kind of person that have been, you know, having this overbearing supervision on your people, you know, you would have unconsciously programmed them not to take initiatives, not to be creative, you know, in your absence. And when an emergency situation comes up, they just fold their hands and they are just there waiting for you until you come, or they pull a call through to you. And if they are not able to get through to you on phone, probably you are in the meeting somewhere, you know, they are just there. And this is going to negatively boomerang on you, the leader. It's also going to negatively boomerang on the system. It can make the system to lose opportunity. So one way that you can intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace is for you to avoid overbearing supervision. The fifth one, which is the fourth one, beg your pardon, you know, we are looking at 4 ways to intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace. Now, the fourth way for you to intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace is for you to listen to gain clarity on perspective, not keeping silent to later unleash negativity. Listen to gain clarity on perspectives, not keeping silent to later unleash your creativity. Now, there is no better way for you to glean, you know, insight from what people are saying than for you to listen. Listen will always bring clarity to different views and different perspectives. Now, this is the way to go as a leader. Be very intentional about listening. Listen for you to understand what people are saying. One of the benefits of listening is what I've just mentioned, that it gives clarity on perspective. And another benefit of listening is that listening enriches the quality of your response. If you will respond well, you need to listen well. This is very, very important. So this is a habit. These are, you know, strategies that you can engage to help you to intentionally drive positive emotions in the workplace. When your people know that you listen to them, you know, they will always exude and resonate positive emotion that will make them better engage, you know, to the job at hand and to any other responsibility you will give to them. Now, we have just looked at 4 ways to intentionally drive positive emotion in the workplace. The first one, I said, be patient with those learning under you. The second one, avoid creating negative energy by not triggering, you know, by not pulling the triggers of those that are of your colleagues. And then also avoid overbearing supervision. And the fourth one, I said, listen to gain clarity, not keeping quiet to later unleash negativity. I believe that lots of value have been added to you. What you're going to do is to connect with me online at Nosa Speaks on LinkedIn, on Thread, on X, formerly Twitter, and then on TikTok at Nosa Speaks, then on Facebook at Nosa Speaks 1. You know, send your questions across and let's just see how we can take this to the next level. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday, and when I return, I will still remain the amiable Inuagata Nosahai. God bless you.